Assalamu alaikum once again. Now we are going to continue from where we stopped in the first part. So let's zoom. We are going to use our study area is Kano Metropolitan. That is the 8 local government areas that made up the Kano Metropolitan. That is Ungogo, Kumbotso, Tarauni, Nasarawa, Fage, Dala, Gwale, and Kano Municipal. So now we are going to extract them. Let's temporarily hide all other layers that are obscuring our view. Oh, sorry, excluding this. Let's select the layer. One of us is not aware. For us to be able to select LGS using our selection tool, select feature tool, we cannot select anything here unless the right layer is selected. That is, your target layer must be selected for you to perform any operation: labeling, selection, symbology, editing, digitizing, and what have you. So currently what I have selected is areas liable to flood. So that means I can only perform my action on it. But my target layer is Kano LGS. So now when I selected it, it is selected in the layers panel. Now I can make selection, as you can see, as highlighted by the blue color. I am the one who chose my selection to appear bluish. So yours might be yellow, I think. So by so doing, you can press shift, you can select multiple polygons. This LGA data is a polygon data of Kano State 44 local governments. And let's first and foremost go to the symbology and give them labels so that we see what we are dealing with. Let's temporarily change the color. So we are dealing with Kano 44 LGS, while our target LGS are the central one, the metropolitan one, that is the city, the Kano City LGS. They are 8 in number. So as you can see, I've started making my selection. I've selected Ungogo. So if you can proceed to select the remaining 7 by press and holding the shift key and click the remaining polygons. Now we have finished our selection. That is one way of doing your selection. You can also, let's deselect. You can use a different selection tool, that is select by polygon, and draw a polygon that touches only the polygons you are interested in. They shouldn't touch any other polygons. Then when you're finished, you right click to execute your selection. That is the second approach. Let's deselect again. Select features by polygon is selected. Let's create our polygon to make sure that all the polygons of our target are involved or covered, so to say, or touched. You don't have to cover them entirely. As long as a part of that polygon is in your selection, then your selection is okay. Then we right click. That's it. We have seen how to select by features. Let's deselect. You can also drag a selection using select by features. That is the default selection tool. But in a situation whereby you are dealing with scattered polygons, so your selections are not sharing common boundaries, then this is the best tool for you. You click, press and hold shift, Ajingi, Kibia, Fage. Let's assume these are your targets. Then that is how you can use the default select features by area or single click. But if they are close to one another, you can just drag a selection around them like this. Press shift and drag another selection, or click only once somewhere by holding your shift. And if there are 2 that are sharing border, or 3, you can just drag your selection, something like this. So you can play around with this. Take your time to play around with this. You can pause the tutorial and then play around the selection so that you get acclimatized or absorb it very well. When you become comfortable, then you proceed. It's better you get comfortable with any newly introduced idea so that it becomes part of you. It becomes a skill. So let's go back. Let's deselect. We are still using the default select features by area or single click. Now I'm dragging to cover or touch all the boundary of the polygons that I am interested in. That is the first approach. Second tool. We have seen how to work with this. Let's deselect by clicking and then right click at the end. Or you can select features by freehand. It is similar to by polygon, but in the case of select features by freehand, you click once and just move your mouse around where you want your selection to cover and click again at the end. Click again at the end. It's all left clicking, normal clicking. Let's deselect again. Let's click. I'm not holding any button now. I'm just moving the mouse. Then I click at the end. Sometimes you have to click twice, not very fast. Let's deselect again. I click once, I release. I am moving to cover my selection area. Then I click. Now I click once and it is effected. Then let's deselect again. Now we have seen 3 ways. The fourth one is by radius. Well, you can use it also, but this one is more applicable to where you are dealing with points. And there is a measurement, a radius that you want to select within that particular parameter. So that is select by radius. So now let's select with the default select features tool. Let's click, hold shift. This is very important. We are going to use this approach by just imagining we will find ourselves in a situation whereby we are going to select polygons that are scattered, not sharing common border. So we have made our selection. Now we are going to isolate our selection, so to say. That is, we are going to create a new layer from our selection. The layer is still selected. You right click, a window will open. You go to the last 3 commands. Export. You have options, save future as. If you click this, it is going to save the entire 44 local government areas. What we are interested in saving is the selection. That is save selected future as. We don't care about save as layer definition file or save as QGIS layer style file. No, we are interested as saving a selection. So this second option is our target. So you click it. The save vector layer dialog window will open. It is in Esri shapefile format. It's very important. The coordinate reference system. Here, if you want to even adopt a different coordinate reference system, you can change it from here. Or you could click this to browse. You can change it, but we are not interested. So you go with the default selection, that is WGS 1984. Don't just go ahead and start entering your file name without specifying the location where you are going to do your save. So you click the browse to take you where you are going to locate your folder so that you save that particular selection. It's advisable that temporary selection like this should not be mixed with your original data. You'll find yourself, just doing some exercises, just some warm-ups, doing some exercises, try selection, select this, select that. So if you will be saving them in your main exercise file, for example, you are going to populate it with a lot of what I can call rubbish. So it's always advisable to create a layer, a folder where your temporary exports will be saved. So I have created one. If you have not, just click create new folder and give it a name. Let's say trash. Click to execute and open. Now you are inside the trash layer. So let's label it Kano Metro, for example. Now click save. Now it is here. It is C directory, ArcGIS, mother folder, 2020 subfolder, exercise files, subfolder, trash folder, and the name of the file is Kano Metro and it's a shapefile.shp. It's in CRS WGS 1984. It's only selected features, as you can see here, and we want it to be added into the map when we click OK. So we click OK. Now it is here. So our selection is still on. So let's deselect. Now let's make it appear again. So this is our selection. This is our study area. So now we have gotten our study area. Let's display the remaining, all the layers that we have hidden and start the map. Kano LGS. Okay, it is in white. So let's bring it to the bottom so that we see others. Here is a dam. So I think we have added twice one layer. That is minor roads. We have added it twice. So let's right click this one and say remove. Or use the shortcut here. Just highlight it and click remove. And the beauty of it is it will just not remove it. It will ask you, are you sure you want to remove? Yes. You click OK and now it is removed. And let's take our time to arrange the layers the way they should be added. Point at the top, followed by polygons, followed by polylines or lines, then followed by smaller polygons. The largest polygon being at the bottom, then other polygons. Now, this is the second largest. That is the one that we just extracted from the 44 LGS. Now, you are able to see this particular polygon. Initially, it was covered by this second largest, that is the Kano Metropolis. Okay. Now we are here. I think we are okay with the arrangement here. No, we are not okay. The dam should be on top. We click, hold, and release. Aha. Now we are clear. Yes, we are okay with this now. The next thing is we go and do the symbology. So these are our sample points. Let's give them symbols, and if they have labels, let's display the labels. So they are selected in the layer.